It started with a few bars and a track, and ended with a bombshell that shook the industry. Cardi B has never been one to hold back, but this time, she snapped. After BIA responded to Cardi's diss in Pretty and Petty, the Bronx rapper went on Twitter Spaces and dropped receipts like grenades, accusations, reference tracks, pregnancy shade, loyalty tests. And her marriage to Offset, nothing was off limits. What BIA thought was just a lyrical back and forth turned into a full-scale war. And Cardi made sure the world heard her side. She dragged ghostwriting claims into the light, revisited old rumors, and reminded everyone why her name rings loud in this game. This isn't just rap beef anymore. This is personal, real, and explosive. The industry's watching. The fans are choosing sides. And one tweet turned into a storm no one saw coming. The moment BIA opened her mouth in that interview, everyone knew things were about to get messy. She sat there, calm, collected, with that little smirk that always makes headlines. When the host asked how she felt about Cardi B's bars in Pretty and Petty, she didn't dodge the question. She leaned into it. "I already knew it was coming," BIA said, shrugging like it was nothing. "This is rap. I diss you, you diss me. But at the end of the day, she not really dissing me, she dissing Partisan." The room got quiet after that. The way she dropped Partisan Fontaine's name so casually, it wasn't just shade, it was gasoline on a flame. BIA made it sound like Cardi couldn't write her own bars. Like this was just a puppet show. People started talking immediately. Clip after clip of that moment flooded social media within minutes. Blogs posted captions like "BIA says Cardi's beef isn't real, and she just called out her ghostwriter." Fans were eating it up. BIA didn't stop there. She said if Cardi wanted, they could both get in the booth for real and go bar for bar. The interview hadn't even ended yet, and Twitter was already on fire. But if BIA thought Cardi would stay quiet, she clearly hasn't been paying attention for the last 5 years. That night, Cardi jumped on Twitter Spaces. She didn't warm up. She didn't hint. She came in swinging. "Y'all think I'm an easy target," Cardi said, her voice cutting through the feed. "But I'm not the one." Within seconds, over 5,000 people were tuned in live. Screens were recording. Blogs were ready. This wasn't going to be just another celebrity rant. This was about to be a moment. Cardi didn't start with insults. She started with a story. She said that the hit record "Whole Lotta Money," the song that blew BIA up, was originally sent to her. She claimed it was a reference track, that the vocals weren't even BIA's at first. And then she dropped the line that made the whole internet pause. "I got the reference track on my phone. Word for word. Bar for bar." That one sentence set everything off. The fans went crazy. Some were shocked. Some didn't believe her. But everyone was listening. Cardi explained that the song came to her first. She passed on it, and that's how BIA ended up with it. "So stop talking about writers," Cardi snapped. "When your biggest record wasn't even written by you." The timeline exploded. People pulled up old interviews, old tweets, old performances. They started dissecting the Whole Lotta Money vocals, comparing versions, analyzing everything. But Cardi wasn't done. She wasn't just talking about music. She went personal. She reminded everyone how, when she was pregnant with her daughter Blossom, BIA was allegedly spreading rumors about her, rumors that she had cheated on Offset. "You think I forgot what you did?" Cardi said. "You think I forgot what you said about me while I was pregnant?" The silence in that space was heavy. Cardi kept going. "Last year, I was 5 months pregnant, and you was going around saying I stepped out on my marriage. Talking about a blood dude at that. Like I wasn't gonna find out." People could hear the fire in her voice. This wasn't just rap talk anymore. This was about loyalty, respect, betrayal. She dragged every detail into the light. She claimed she even had phone call recordings from a girl in Atlanta who allegedly knew the producer BIA was working with when she started spreading those rumors. "I got the calls. I got the proof," Cardi said. "I ain't stupid. Y'all thought I was an easy target, but I'm not." And then she said the line that cracked the internet in half. You can't F asterisk asterisk K with me. Not in the booth. Not in the streets. Not anywhere. Fans started choosing sides in real time. Hashtag Team Cardi began trending. Hashtag BIA trended too, but for all the wrong reasons. Cardi was pacing her words like punches. She said BIA was acting innocent now, trying to play the pregnancy card, saying, "Why don't you just enjoy your pregnancy?" But Cardi reminded everyone that when she was pregnant, BIA didn't give her that same grace. "You didn't let me enjoy mine," she said. "You was out here spreading lies about my marriage." The space was chaos. People talking over each other, moderators muting the crowd just to let Cardi keep going. And every time she spoke, it was another headline. She ended the rant with something that stuck. "I ain't gotta rush to the studio to respond to week A asterisk asterisk disses. I'll do it on my time. And I'll make money off it. Big money. While y'all keep talking, I'm out here building." The crowd erupted. Fans clipped the audio and posted it everywhere. Within an hour, the internet was a war zone. Memes, think pieces. Old screenshots being dug up like evidence. BIA had made a chess move with her interview. But Cardi had just flipped the whole board over, and this was only the beginning. Because when Cardi gets heated like this, she doesn't cool down quietly. She goes for the throat. And she always has the receipts. The morning after, Cardi B's Twitter Spaces rant felt like waking up in the middle of a war zone. Every blog, every gossip page, every fan account was talking about one thing: her going off on BIA. The hashtags were everywhere. Hashtag Cardiot receipts. Hashtag BIA exposed. Hashtag whole lot of drama. The audio clips of Cardi yelling, "You can't F asterisk asterisk K with me," were already edited into memes, TikTok trends, and remix videos. Someone even added background music and turned it into a fake diss track hook. BIA's camp stayed quiet. No tweets, no response, nothing. And in the music industry, silence speaks volumes. People started speculating. She shook. One comment said, "She knew Cardi had those receipts," another added. But behind the scenes, things were boiling. BIA was receiving calls from her team, producers, PR reps, everyone telling her to play it smart. Some told her to fire back, others told her to stay quiet. But BIA wasn't the type to let someone come at her name and just sit back. She wanted to talk about reference tracks. BIA told someone close to her, "Then I'ma remind the world that I got hits with or without her name on M." The problem was Cardi wasn't just talking about music. She was dragging personal history into the spotlight. The kind of history people don't forget easily. Back on Twitter, fans were digging up old interviews and tweets. Someone found a 2021 post where BIA congratulated Cardi on her pregnancy and said, "I wish her nothing but happiness." People were stitching it with Cardi's words from the night before. "You didn't let me enjoy mine." That contrast hit hard. And then came the bomb that made the situation worse. A fan account posted a leaked snippet of a phone call. In it, a woman from Atlanta could be heard talking about some girl who said Cardi was messing around during her pregnancy. No names were dropped directly, but the timing and tone were enough for fans to assume BIA was the girl being referenced. Within minutes, that audio was everywhere: Twitter, TikTok, Instagram Reels. And if there's one thing the internet loves more than drama, it's evidence. Meanwhile, Cardi was quiet. She hadn't tweeted since the rant. But that silence didn't calm things down. It made them louder. Because when Cardi goes silent after a blow-up, fans know she's either plotting or in the studio. At noon, someone from BIA's team finally convinced her to go live. Not to attack Cardi, but to clear the air. She went on IG Live, hair tied up, hoodie on, no glam. Her tone was calm, but tense. "Look, BIA started. I'm not here to start no fake internet circus. I said what I said in my interview. I didn't lie. And I didn't make up no rumors. If people want to twist my words, that's on them." Thousands of people tuned in immediately. Comments flooded the screen, some defending her, some dragging her. "I never said nothing about her marriage," BIA continued. That rumor didn't come from me. If she got recordings, play M. Don't talk about it. Drop it. That line hit like a match. Within seconds, Drop IT Cardi started trending. But then BIA made a move that no one expected. Also, she said, leaning closer to the camera, if we talking about ghostwriting and references. Baby, we in the industry. Ain't nobody innocent? The chat exploded. Some fans cheered her on. Others said she just admitted to it. But she didn't flinch. She ended the live saying, I ain't scared of no booth and I ain't scared of no mic. If she wanna rap, let's rap. Boom! It was officially war. Cardi's fans flooded Twitter, calling BIA bold, dumb, and ready for her own funeral. But others admitted BIS Live gave her a little power back. She wasn't running, but here's where it got real. A few hours later, Cardi came back online. She didn't tweet. She didn't post a selfie. She posted a single audio clip on Twitter Spaces, just her laughing. A cold, mocking laugh. Then she said 4 words, "You really want this?" The entire fan base lost it. Comments flew, she about to end her. BIA done poked the wrong Bronx baddie. She's going to the booth. Done poked the wrong Bronx baddie. She's going to the booth. Blog pages posted screenshots of BIA's live next to Cardi's laugh audio. It was like watching 2 boxers step into the ring before the fight even starts. And as if the tension wasn't enough, an insider from the industry posted a cryptic tweet. Cardi ain't bluffing. I heard what she recorded. The internet exploded. Fans started making predictions, imagining what the diss track might sound like. Some joked, BIA better drop a diss before Cardi drops hers, or it's over. By nightfall, this wasn't just a petty rap exchange anymore. It was turning into a cultural moment, the kind that dominates timelines for weeks. BIA had poked the bear, and the bear in heels, diamonds, and a Bronx accent was fully awake. The stage was set. All it would take now was one verse, and the whole game might shift. When Cardi B laughed on Spaces, it wasn't just a laugh, it was a warning. A Bronx-style, you're about to find out moment. The energy across the internet shifted instantly. Within minutes, fans were saying, BIA better start writing tonight. Because everyone knows what happens when Cardi goes quiet after a laugh like that. She doesn't do back and forths. She drops bombs. BIA might have thought her IG Live leveled the playing field. But it didn't. It just gave Cardi more ammunition. Because now it wasn't just about a diss in a song. It was about who had more power, more credibility, and more people believing them. Behind the scenes, music insiders were already whispering that Cardi had gone to the studio the same night of the interview. Producers who'd worked with her before were suddenly going quiet on Twitter. One of them even posted a cryptic tweet with a single microphone emoji and the word "locked in." Everyone knew what that meant. The blogs kept spinning. Headlines popped up like wildfire. Cardi B loading something big. BIA poked the bear. Reference track receipts might drop. Meanwhile, BIA was trying to maintain control of her narrative. She posted a couple of stories, nothing too direct. Just a black screen with the words "truth always comes out" and a peace sign emoji. But fans didn't buy the comment. They could smell tension behind the posts. The real turning point came that night when Cardi jumped back on Twitter Spaces. Not for a full rant, but for a build-up. She didn't yell. She didn't scream. She spoke slow. "I'm tired of y'all acting like I'm easy to play with," she said. "I don't bother nobody. But once you talk on me, I make it hurt." The room went silent. Over 6,000 people listening live. Her voice was steady, sharp. "They love to say my name because it gets views. But when I say theirs, it ends careers." People lost their minds. One fan tweeted, "This not even a diss. This is an obituary." Cardi started reminding people of her history, the feuds where people underestimated her. "I don't go back and forth on the internet," she said. "I go to the booth, I make it loud." That statement alone had everyone convinced a diss record was coming, and soon. Blogs were counting down like it was a boxing match. Fans started creating mock cover art for Pretty and Petty PT too. Others joked that BIA was probably deleting old tweets right now. Then, another twist. A fan posted an old clip of BIA from a 2019 livestream, where she casually mentioned how everyone in the industry uses references at some point. She probably didn't mean anything shady back then, but now. That clip hit like gasoline on a fire, see? She admitted it herself, fans wrote. Cardi wasn't lying. As the night dragged on, more people were choosing sides. Team Cardi supporters were pulling out her chart history, Grammy wins, viral moments. Team BIA defenders argued that using references doesn't make someone fake. It's just part of the game. The debate got so big that even verified accounts and other artists started dropping subtle likes and comments. And in the middle of all this noise, Cardi posted a simple tweet. Friday. No explanation. No emoji. Just that. The internet exploded. Was it a diss track? A freestyle? A live? No one knew, but everyone was waiting. BIA responded an hour later with a tweet of her own. I'm outside. And that was it. No hashtags. No names. Just energy. The timeline turned into a live arena. Comment sections were flooded with "She not ready" and "Cardi gonna end her." On TikTok, fans were making reaction skits, pretending to be BI when the diss drops. Instagram pages were posting countdowns. This wasn't just a rap beef anymore. This was a cultural spectacle, but deep down, people could feel the power difference. Cardi wasn't just another rapper. She was a chart-topping, mainstream-dominating, headline-generating machine. BIA had hits, but this was a different battlefield. By Thursday night, a snippet leaked. A 6-second clip of Cardi saying, "You said what? Girl, shut up." It wasn't even confirmed to be real, but it was enough to throw gasoline on the chaos. Fans dissected every syllable like it was a full verse. BIA, on the other hand, was quiet. That same silence Cardi had weaponized earlier now seemed to be closing in on her. Her supporters were still loud, but even they started asking, where's her response? Meanwhile, behind the scenes, producers close to Cardi started liking tweets like she about to go nuclear. Industry insiders were hinting this wasn't going to be a playful bar 4 moment. It was going to be a statement. A "Don't ever come for me again" track. And as Friday crept closer, the hype reached a fever pitch. To women in hip-hop, one moment, millions watching, Cardi was calm. And that's what made it terrifying. Because when someone like her gets quiet before a storm, the storm hits harder. Friday came like a movie premiere. All day. Social media was buzzing. Nobody even knew if Cardi B was actually dropping anything. But the anticipation was enough to make it feel like a national event. Blogs had countdown posts. Twitter Spaces were open from the morning. Instagram Lives had thousands of viewers just talking theories. Even people outside the rap world were tuning in. Is it a diss track? Is it a freestyle? Or is she just trolling? Everyone wanted to know. BIA hadn't posted a thing since her tweet saying "I'm outside." That silence made the tension even heavier. It felt like that quiet before a storm, when the air changes and everyone just knows something is about to go down. Around 8 p.m. it happened. Cardi tweeted a single emoji with a YouTube link. The link led to an official audio drop titled "Reference Check Freestyle." No elaborate rollout. No announcement. No label statement. Just the Bronx girl with a mic and a point to prove. The beat dropped grimy, old-school Bronx energy. Cardi's voice came in sharp, clear, no auto-tune, no singing. Just bars be asterisk, asterisk, asterisk H. You talkin' 'bout a writer like you ain't got one. Your biggest hit got my name, don't forget where it came from. The internet erupted. Twitter timelines exploded with all caps reactions. Oh, she did not. Nah, Cardi went crazy. She's violating. And she wasn't even halfway through the verse. She didn't mention BIA by name. But every bar was a direct shot. You said you outside, but I don't see the block. I see you running your mouth and still ducking the drop. They sent you my song because you couldn't make heat. And now you want to talk like your pen don't sleep. It was a lyrical punch in the face. She didn't need to scream. Her tone was steady, precise, like a sniper. She reminded everyone why she became a force in the game. Because when she wants to rap, she raps halfway through the track, she switched the flow. You can't play queen when the crown don't fit. This ain't TikTok beef, this real rap, S***T. Talk slick 'bout my name. Then pray for the storm. I'm the wave, baby. You've just ridden the form. By the time the track ended, Twitter was in full meltdown mode. Memes, reaction videos, even other artists started liking and retweeting the track. And then came the real kicker. Cardi added a pinned tweet. Since you said, let's rap, I rapped. BIA was trending within 5 minutes. So was reference check. People started pulling up old BIA interviews again, quoting Cardi's bars word for word. Some said it was over. Some said BIA had no choice but to respond. Others said she should stay quiet because this wasn't a fight she could win. Meanwhile, BIA was watching everything from the shadows. According to people close to her, her phone was blowing up. Labels, friends, fans, everyone telling her to drop something fast or risk looking weak. But there was a problem. No matter how good her response could be, Cardi's record had already dominated the narrative. The freestyle wasn't just a diss. It was a moment. On Spaces that night, Cardi went live again, but this time, she wasn't angry. She was calm, laughing, joking with fans. I told y'all. I don't argue. I just rap. Over 20,000 people were listening. A fan asked her, was that line about BIA? Cardi smirked. I don't say names. If the shoe fits, lace it up. The room exploded with laughter and screaming emojis. And just like that, Cardi didn't even need to keep talking. The freestyle was doing all the work. Blogs were calling it the best diss of the year. Rap accounts were uploading lyric breakdowns like it was a college course. BAI finally broke her silence 3 hours later with a cryptic tweet. I don't get intimidated. I get inspired. But the internet wasn't having it. Replies were brutal. Girl, she cooked you. Inspiration won't save you. Just say you lost. Some BIA fans still held on, defending her. But even they knew the momentum was all on Cardi's side now. What made the moment even bigger was how other celebrities were reacting. Some liked Cardi's post. Some reposted clips. A couple even dropped laughing emojis under the freestyle. Nobody said BIA's name. Cardi had turned what started as a casual interview comment into a full cultural takeover. She didn't beg for the mic. She snatched it. She didn't beg for the mic. She snatched it. The next day, the freestyle hit 1 million streams on YouTube. Reaction channels were dissecting every line like it was a heavyweight match. One bar in particular, "You got my leftovers, I passed it, you bragged it," became a viral meme. BIA was in a corner. Her fans were begging her to clap back. Her team was trying to strategize. But every hour that passed without a response made it feel like the fight was slipping away from her. This wasn't just about bars anymore. This was about dominance, timing, strategy, and Cardi knew exactly how to control the narrative. For BIA, it was a lose-lose situation. Respond too late and look weak. Respond too fast and risk dropping something rushed. But doing nothing? That might be the worst move of all the rap world was watching. One diss track had turned into a storm. And the night wasn't even over yet, the weekend after Cardi B dropped. Her freestyle felt like the aftermath of an earthquake. The music industry was still shaking. Everyone had felt the impact of that track. Fans, artists, media outlets, even people who usually didn't follow rap beefs. It wasn't just a song anymore. It was a cultural event. Streaming numbers started to speak louder than any tweet. Reference Check was sitting at #1 on YouTube trending for music, pulling over 3 million views in less than 48 hours. TikTok was flooded with people lip-syncing the bars, stitching BIA's old interviews with Cardi's lines. The most viral sound, that calm, deadly line. If the shoe fits, lace it up. It was on thousands of clips, even people outside. The hip-hop world were using it for unrelated videos. Blogs were eating it up. One headline read, "Cardi B reminds everyone why she's not to be played with." Another said, "BIA is silent while Cardi runs the internet." And that was the truth for 3 whole days. BIA said nothing. No tweet, no IG story, no interview. But behind that silence, there was chaos. Sources close to her were leaking little bits of information her team had booked studio time, trying to figure out if they should respond with a diss or drop a single to redirect the conversation. Some wanted her to fight back. Others thought she should just ride it out and protect her brand. But one thing was clear. The pressure was crushing. Meanwhile, Cardi wasn't even stressing. She was posting funny videos, laughing with fans, living her life. That effortless energy, the confidence of someone who already knows she won, made the situation even worse for BIA. The public loves a good fight, but they love a clear winner even more. Saturday night, BIA finally broke the silence with a short IG live. Her tone wasn't fiery. It was calm, controlled, but layered with frustration. "Y'all want me to go in the booth so bad, huh?" she said with a half smirk. "Y'all think I'm just supposed to jump when someone barks my name? Nah, I move when I want to move." More than 30,000 people tuned in instantly. The comments were split, some hyping her up, others clowning. She kept talking. "Y'all acting like I'm scared? I'm not scared of nobody. But I'm not gonna let the internet make me their entertainment puppet either. I'ma play my cards smart." But here's the thing about beef. Timing matters. Her live was supposed to be a power move, but it felt too late. The internet had already crowned Cardi the winner before BI could even lace up her gloves. Memes flooded Twitter within minutes. BIA giving speeches, Cardi giving bars. The mic already left the building. And just when everyone thought the situation might cool down, Cardi added more fuel without even saying a word. She reposted a fan's TikTok that used her viral line with the caption, "When you let the verse speak for you." That one repost reignited the whole fire. By Sunday morning, a new wave of commentary had hit the blogs. Podcasters were analyzing every bar, breaking down why this beef was different. Cardi didn't just win. She controlled the narrative from the start. She waited, built tension, struck at the perfect moment, and then let the internet do the rest. It was textbook dominance. Meanwhile, people started turning on BA for not responding fast enough. Comments under her posts were brutal. "You said you outside, but where? Cardi cooked you and left the kitchen. You should have dropped something on Friday too." Some of her loyal fans tried to defend her, saying she's not desperate for clout and she's being smart. But the truth was obvious in this kind of public beef. Silence often looks like defeat. Monday rolled around and Cardi made her next power move. She went live on Twitter Spaces, not to diss, not to drag, but to celebrate. She laughed with fans, talked about her studio session, and thanked people for the love. "I ain't even have to try too hard," she said. "I just told my truth." It wasn't arrogance, it was that Bronx confidence. She didn't sound like someone in a beef. She sounded like someone at the victory party. Even other rappers started to chime in subtly. Some dropped fire emojis on her posts. Others quoted her lines in captions. And when other big names start showing love publicly, that's when it's clear the tide has turned completely. BIA still hadn't dropped a song by then. Rumors started swirling that her label didn't want her to escalate things, worried about how it could affect brand deals. And in the modern music game, brand power sometimes outweighs lyrical pride. But fans didn't care about business strategy. They cared about the fight. And in their eyes, the fight was already over. Some even started saying, if BIA drops anything now, it'll look like a desperation move. And that's the worst position to be in during a beef, when people expect you to lose before you even step in the ring by the end of the week. Reference Check wasn't just a diss track. It was a moment. A reminder that Cardi isn't someone you casually throw shots at for clout. She had turned BIA's casual interview comment into a global trending topic. A record-breaking freestyle and a viral cultural wave. No screaming matches. No corny tweets. Just a calm laugh, one fire track. And the entire internet flipped upside down. BIA might still respond someday. Maybe with a track of her own, maybe with something unexpected. But the damage was done. Cardi struck first, struck hardest, and never looked back. The moral of the story was clear to everyone watching in this game. Timing, presence, and confidence can be more dangerous than the bars themselves. And Cardi just gave everyone a masterclass. That is, the memes kept rolling in and the freestyle numbers kept climbing. One fan summed it up perfectly in a tweet that went viral. She laughed. She rapped. She won. And just like that, one laugh, one freestyle, one perfectly timed strike, Cardi B turned casual interview shade into a full-blown moment that the internet won't forget anytime soon. She didn't need a massive rollout. She didn't need to scream on lives. She let her bars speak, and the world listened. Whether you love her or hate her, you can't deny the impact. The track owned every corner of social media. Fans quoted her lines like mantras. Even people who had nothing to do with hip-hop were using her punchlines in their daily content. That's power. BIA had the chance to play offense, but timing is everything in this game. Cardi's move was clean, calculated, and cold. It showed exactly why she's still one of the most talked about forces in the industry. Now the question isn't, did Cardi win? Because everyone already knows the answer. The real question is, what happens next? Will BIA respond with fire of her own? Will this beef stretch into a full rap battle era? Or will this moment stand as another reminder not to play with Cardi's name unless you're ready to go bar for bar? One thing's for sure, this isn't just music. It's strategy. It's timing. It's culture. If you've been following every second of this drama, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because if BIA answers back, you already know it's going to be another wild chapter. This is hip-hop in its rawest form. Ego, bars, strategy, and legacy. And right now, Cardi's holding the mic.